The Nigerian government has denied it plans to grant bailout funds to states mostly affected by the country's economic crisis. Minister of Finance Kemi Adeosun, however, confirmed a loan of 90 billion naira for the implementation of the Fiscal Sustainability Plan (FSP). The minister was speaking at the stakeholders meeting held with states commissioners of finance on Fiscal Sustainability Plan.
This is a loan that we have secured from private sector, and it has conditions attached to it. So it's actually a loan that is going to be repaid. It's not a bailout. What I meant by paying the price is obviously when you want to borrow money, the lender sets some conditions. And these conditions are very stringent conditions. There are 22 of them. I think all of you have the Fiscal Sustainability Plan, and you've seen what states have signed up to. These governors unanimously approved the plan. The commissioners endorsed the plan. They know it's going to involve a lot of work in some cases. They have to clean out their ghost workers, they have to set up efficiency units, they have to reduce their recurrent expenditure, but they have to publish accounts, they have to publish their budgets. There are a lot of very tough conditions. But what I mean by paying the price is the governors and the commissioners recognize that these reforms are necessary if they want states to be fiscally sustainable. The question about fiscal federalism, of course, we are just committed, whether you call it fiscal federalism or fiscal responsibility, every state must be viable. We cannot have a situation where states are so dependent on the federation account for their revenue that once federation account is down, they cannot survive. We have to make sure that within each state, whatever local advantage they have, they're exploiting it. So if there's no private sector, for example, to collect taxes from, maybe there's agricultural produce which can be developed and the state can use that to generate revenue. Maybe there's natural resources which can be exploited and the state can use that to generate revenue. In short, what we're saying is every single state is a center of prosperity. Every state should go and look inwards and work to improve its own internally generated revenue, have the discipline to make sure that it can pay its own salaries, clear out ghost workers, remove wasteful spending, so that as the economy improves, state governments will actually improve as well and grow towards the future, because Nigeria's economy is actually 36 state economies plus the FCT. There are no federal people. Everybody lives in a state, so every state has to be viable, and that's what this fiscal sustainability plan will do. The objectives are being achieved over up to an 18-month period, and that's the condition for the loan. It's not a bailout, it's actually a loan. The amount of the loan is 50 billion for 3 months to be shared across all the participating states, which are all 36 so far, and then 40 billion for 9 months. The idea is to tide states over for a year so that they can rebalance their portfolio. Naira, which is on average about 1.3 billion per state, I believe, for the first 3 months, and 1.1 for the next 9 months. It's a loan and it's fully repayable, although it has been securitized against future dividends, revenues, and any amounts that federal government may owe the states. Of course, we're not suspending the federation account. Federation account will still be there, but if we expect the federation account to recover, and then as it recovers, we will withdraw the need for this support. But for now, we need to support the states. They've agreed to these conditions, and the lenders have therefore agreed to make an advance to them to help them through this period.
These reforms that are put in place and which are part of the conditions for this loan, I think these are something that are necessary for all the states, whether or not there is this loan. These are issues that we need to do. Federal clean-up is there, efficiency to reduce cost of governance is there, because these are very, very important. Because there is no way you have either, in a situation, in a period of recession, you have only two options. You either increase your revenue or reduce your cost. The question is, at the point it is today, it will be difficult unless we are ready to increase our internally generated revenue. So the most important issue in some of the states, you can hardly increase the revenue to such a level. But the most important thing you can do is to reduce your cost. And these are very, very important. So, Honorable Minister, on behalf of my colleagues, I want to assure you that the state are ready to get into this project, and we are ready to do it as is being done.